Hey, you guys. What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. Hey, everybody. Y'all know we about to get into the debate. Well, this, he just by himself right now. Um, but yeah, we got little clips and stuff that I'm gonna present and things like that. So, yeah. So, yes, I'm in here. I said we was gonna do the debate today with some of our people, whoever want to talk. So the chat, the link is in the description. If anybody want to come up and talk in reference to the debate, um, we here. Let's. Well, this ain't even the real debate, but this is Trump doing his speech. Come, hey, hey, yes, let's debate, baby. I was waiting for you. Yes, let's debate. But you want to play a little bit of this first, and I got a little bit of what Kamala did yesterday, or you want to just start the debate? How we gonna do it? You can come up also too. Just hit the link. Yeah, just hit the link if you want to, if you can, if you're free to hit it. hmm So while you trying to figure out what you're doing, I'm gonna play a little bit of this clip.
Through the roof. Nobody can buy a house. You can't get the money even if you want it. To
To
bring down the prices of all goods, we will stop the Biden-Harris war on American energy, and we will drill, baby.
All right, that's
drill.
what I said. We'll hit the link. Because I mean, I'm not afraid either. I told you, I'm independent. I'm an independent voter. I ain't in it. I ain't in it. I'm in it, but I ain't in it. I voted, but I'm voting independent. Like, I always vote. But neither one of them just yeah. But come on with it. Let's go. Let's get it. Hit the link or because I ain't gonna be reading a lot of comments tonight. I'm gonna tell you that.
That includes racing car. You know, that's good. You're gonna spend
Make
a
sure
lot
you
of
hit the
money.
like, hit that like, hit
That
that like,
special
hit that
stuff.
like.
I will
Thank you. Hit that
terminate the
like.
Green New Scam, and I will end the Biden-Harris electric vehicle mandate on day one. And we already gave you the tax cuts in history, but we will pass massive tax for workers, and that includes, remember, no tax on tips. No
Thank you,
tax
boo.
on tips. No tax on tips.
Independent as well.
To protect North Carolina workers, I will revoke China's most favored nation status. Think of it. They're most favored because they're a developing nation. Well, we're a developing nation too because we've gone to hell and back. We're a developing nation too. They are considered a developing nation, so they get advantages that we don't get. Not going to happen. And I will pass the Trump Reciprocal Trade Act. That means that if China or any other country makes us pay a 100 or 200% tariff or tax, we will make them pay a reciprocal tariff or tax of 100 or 200% immediately, right back. It's basically you hurt us and we hurt you, an eye for an eye. Look at it any way you want. Before I even arrive at the Oval Office, shortly after we, the people in this room, win the presidency, I will have the horrible war between Russia and Ukraine settled. We're going to get it settled quickly. I'll do it as president-elect. I'll do it. And I will be doing something that nobody else even talks about. We have never been so close. I will prevent World War III. We're heading to World War III. We're heading right into the teeth of it because we have stupid people representing us, and they're being represented against people that are at the top of their game. I will restore peace through strength, which is what we have. And in my next term, we will build a great Iron Dome missile defense shield over our country, a dome the likes of which nobody has ever seen before, and it will be entirely made in the USA. You know, Ronald Reagan wanted to do that, but honestly, it's a long time ago. We didn't have the technology. Now we have the greatest technology in the world. And in case there's a problem, we're going to be...
How you doing, Pamela Tripp? Where's the button link? I'm about to drop it again.
I will not cut one penny from Social Security or Medicare, and I will not raise the retirement age.
Debate, baby.
One day. I won't even raise it by one day. And, you know, they're talking about, she's talking about...
Y'all, this going to be fun, y'all.
She's going to have to, because
I'm going to say this.
A lot of the illegal aliens that are coming into our country, they're going into social...
Don't nobody get upset. Everybody's opinion is a good opinion. Please don't get upset. Don't take this, I mean, we debating, we talking, we having fun. But I just don't want nobody to get an attitude or take this personal, because everybody's vote is their own vote. Can't nobody, make nobody or be mad about somebody else's vote. So let's get that clear first. Yes. Everybody vote. I mean, everybody opinion is good opinion. Mike, I told you I'm not reading all of this tonight. I dropped the link. Come on now. Working tonight like all of that. But I did drop the link. Yeah. Where is the like button so I can like your page? Okay, so the like button showed, all right. The like button, when you first come onto the page, the like button have a thumb up and a thumb down, and it says like, share, report, or click. So you should see the like button when you first come in. Oh, you're in the doctor's office. I hope everything is okay. So, Pamela Tripp. So, if you in the comment section, bring your comment section down, but don't leave the page. Okay, there you go. I see you. You just hit it. Thank you, boo. Yeah, but I can't read all of this, right? Okay, I just seen it. Thank you, love. Yes, hit that like button. Thank you so much. But yeah, so I did drop the link. So the debate, we're gonna listen to what Trump have to say and a little bit of what Kamala Harris have to say. But the debate is us also. So y'all can hit the link if anybody want to come up. I'm waiting for I'm going through a regular checkup. Oh, okay. Okay, baby. You be good. You should be alright. I don't want to have to be worrying about you, baby. Yeah, so let's play this. Let's see what he's talking about a little bit. But the chat is open. Anybody that want to hit it?
They're going into a hospital. We're not going to raise it one penny or one day. I kept that promise, remember, for 4 years. For 4 years, they said, oh, he's going to raise Social Security. No, for 4 years I didn't, and I won't do it. I'm the one that won't do it. And remember, I said something else. I'm going to keep you out of wars. I kept you out of wars. We had no wars with Donald Trump as your president. We defeated ISIS. We beat ISIS in 4 weeks as opposed to 5 years, which is we're supposed to take. Remember this, our military is great.
I know. It's so crazy. It's so crazy because a lot of people is pushing just because Kamala, I'm not even going to lie, y'all, but I mean, just because Kamala is black, they think that she should get a black vote and this, that, and the third. To me, it don't matter what color you are. It matters what is you going to do for the country to make it better. Because we fucked up right now. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is, I need people to really like, this is really serious, you know, at the end of the day. Because although I really don't want Trump to get in, I don't want to vote for neither one of them. All of them is effed up. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, the February the 6th situation, you know what I'm saying? Trump organized that. The insurrection, or whatever they want to call it. You know? So if you would stick to them limits and stuff like that, like, what was the purpose? And people got hurt. People died. Like, come on now. And then you just did this other stunt. I'm not gonna listen. I can't trust nobody like that. You dangerous. This is a dangerous man.
Dissolve before us once I put the military on it. Once they had the commander-in-chief behind them. We have great generals, and there's not woke. They're not woke.
Okay, Indian, however, she's not white.
They'd leave before that happens. But we have people on the top that are woke, and they're all gone. We're going to get rid of them so fast. We're going to rebuild our cities into beacons of hope, safety, and beauty better than they've ever been before. We'll have to work with Democrat governors and mayors in many cases, but we're going to rebuild our cities. They're crime-ridden, horribly run places right now. We're going to clean them up, and we're going to do something that's really good, and we're going to take our nation's capital in Washington, D.C. We're going to clean it up, renovate it. We're going to rebuild our capital city so that it is no longer a nightmare of murder and crime, but rather it will become the most beautiful capital anywhere in the world. We're going to take over the management, the leadership of it. Right now, you go from North Carolina, let's go and see the Washington Monument on the assumption that they don't change the name, which they want to. They want to change the Jefferson Memorial. Not going to happen. Remember when we were having a problem in Washington where they were trying to knock down some of our monuments, and I passed a bill. And the bill said, if you touch a monument, if we catch you even in the act, you go to jail for 10 years. And there's no 10 years equal 1 year. It's 10 years. You served 10 years. And it was amazing. I looked outside the beautiful White House windows. I looked outside, and people were just leaving town. It was an incredible thing. I took old legislation that, frankly, you could never pass, very old, 1926, and I restored it, and I said, 10 years, if you take down that, and they were all getting ready. They had ropes around the necks of these gorgeous pieces of art. I said, you do that, you go into 10 years, and they left those ropes hanging. They get out of town for snow. On day one, I will sign a new executive order to cut federal funding for any school pushing critical race theory, transgender insanity, and other inappropriate racial, sexual, or political content onto the shoulders of our children. And I will not give one penny to any school that has a vaccine mandate or a mask mandate. And I will keep men out of women's sports, and I will fully uphold our great Second Amendment.
Okay, yeah. I like to hear that.
We will protect innocent life, and we will restore very quickly free speech, and I will secure our elections. Finally, we're going to get them secured. Our goal will be one-day voting with paper ballots, proof of citizenship, and voter ID. But until then, Republicans must win. We want a landslide that's just, and it is really an expression that's used. It's very tough for them. Too big to rig. We're way ahead. We're way ahead. By more than even the polls say. We have to make it so big, Richard, that they can't do it. There's not a thing they're going to be able to do about it. So too big to win. You have to get out there and vote. Get everybody. Get everybody. Get them all. Remember this, it's a strange thing. Evangelicals, Christians, they don't vote very much. We got to vote. They got to vote. They're great. They're such great people. Gun owners, the NRA, you know, gave us their total endorsement. But gun owners don't vote. They tend not to vote. We have to get them to vote. If we could get the evangelicals, Christians, if we can get gun owners to vote, It's not even an election, but they got to get out. So get your people at church to vote, okay? If you want to save America, get your friends, get your family, get everyone you know and vote. Vote early, vote absentee, vote election day. I don't care how you vote. You got to get out. You got to vote. And make sure your vote counts. Follow your vote. Check your vote. Check it. You can do it. Check your vote, that they don't rob you of your vote. Such an important thing. And if you want to help ensure election integrity, sign up at protectthevote.com. Protectthevote.com. And watch those people. Make sure they don't cheat. Michael's doing a great job, and you just watch him, Michael. From Asheville to Raleigh. And this is, I have to tell you, an incredible group of people. The spirit, the incredible spirit. We have so much to say, but in conclusion, from Asheville to Raleigh, from Greensboro to Greenville, from Wilmington to right here in Charlotte, this state was forged by some of the toughest men and some of the strongest women ever to walk the face of the earth. Our American ancestors were backcountry farmers,
got 3 likes, 5 people
settlers,
in here.
woodsmen, craftsmen, workers and warriors who poured their love into this land, and they loved their families, and they wanted to take care of their families at all costs. They climbed the mountains, fought the battles, conquered the dangers, tamed the unknown wilderness, built the factories, and gave everything they had to make America into the greatest nation in the history of the world. But now we are a nation in decline. We are a nation in decline. Can you believe it? We are a failing nation. We are a nation that has lost its confidence, lost its willpower, or lost its strength. We are a nation that has quite simply lost its way. But we are not
I'm about to look it up. Joy Reid. You said Joy Reid.
Less than 4 years ago, we were a great nation, and we will soon be a great nation again. We'll be a great nation again. With our leadership, every disaster Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have created can be fixed, and can be fixed very quickly. Every problem can be solved, and every wrong can be rectified. By this time next year, America's borders will be strong, sealed, and secure. Inflation will be in full retreat. Our economy will be roaring back. Optimism will be surging. The American dream will be thriving again for citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed. Law and justice will reign all throughout our land. Freedom will be restored. The flame of liberty will be burning bright. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, the worst administration in the history of our country, will be a fading memory of the past. And our great silent majority, including the once forgotten men and women of our country, will be the ones shaping America's magnificent future when I am the 47th President of the United States.
All right, let's go back. Let me pause this one. We're gonna see what Kamala was talking about, and then I'm gonna play a little bit of Joy Reid. I think I see her. I don't know if this is the one you're talking about, but I'm gonna play it. But give me a minute. Let me give Kamala a chance to basically say something.
Thank you. Good afternoon, Wisconsin.
Hold on. Oh, what's going on? I don't know. Right there. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you. It is good to be back. Thank you all very much. Can we please hear it for Leah and her extraordinary story and leadership? And I do believe our teachers do God's work. They teach other people's children, and God knows we don't pay them enough. Let's thank her. And it is so good to be here and be back with so many extraordinary leaders, including my friend, the great governor of Wisconsin, Tony Evers. He's here somewhere. My dear friend, Senator Tammy Baldwin. And you know, I had the privilege of serving with Tammy when I was in the United States Senate, and she is always fighting for the people of this state. And I know that the folks that are here are going to make sure you return her to Washington, D.C. in November. Yes, we are going to elect her back to Washington, D.C. It is so good to be here also with Lieutenant Governor Sarah Rodriguez, Attorney General Josh Kaul, Wisconsin Secretary of State Sarah Godlewski, County Executive David Crowley, Mayor Cavalier Johnson, and the great State Party Chair Ben Wickler, who I have worked with. Ben, you and I have been working together for years, and I can attest he knows how to build the infrastructure that delivers wins up and down the ballot. Thank you, Ben. So it is good to be back in Wisconsin, and it is great to be in Milwaukee. As many of you know, our state campaign headquarters are in this city. Yes, and that there is a reason for that. The path to the White House goes through Wisconsin. Yes, it does. And to win in Wisconsin, we are counting on you right here in Milwaukee. And you all helped us win in 2020. And in 2024, we will win again. Yes, we will. So, Milwaukee, I want to start by saying a few words, and I could really speak at length, but a few words about our incredible President Joe Biden. It has truly been one of the greatest honors. And I know we are all deeply, deeply grateful for his continuing service to our nation. And I am so very honored, and I pledge to you, I will spend the coming weeks continuing to unite our party so that we are ready to win in November. So, friends, we have 105 days until Election Day, and in that time, we've got some work to do. But we're not afraid of hard work. We like hard work, don't we? And we will win this election.
What are you going to do?
So as Leah told you, before I was elected vice president, before I was elected United States Senator, I was elected Attorney General of the state of California, and I was a courtroom prosecutor before then. And in those roles, I took on perpetrators of all kinds. Predators who abused women, fraudsters who ripped off consumers, cheaters who broke the rules for their own gain. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type. promise you, I will proudly put my record against his any day of the week. As Attorney General of California, I took on one of our country's largest for-profit colleges that was scamming students. Donald Trump ran a for-profit college that scammed students. As a prosecutor, I specialized in cases involving sexual abuse. Well, Trump was found liable for committing sexual abuse. As Attorney General of California, I took on the big Wall Street banks and held them accountable for fraud. Donald Trump was just found guilty of fraud on 34 counts. But let's also make no mistake, this campaign is not just about us versus Donald Trump. This campaign is about who we fight for. This is about who we fight for. Just look at how we are running our campaigns. So Donald Trump is relying on support from billionaires and big corporations. And he is trading access in exchange for campaign contributions. A couple of months ago, you all saw that a couple of months ago at Mar-a-Lago, he literally promised big oil companies.
So I'm going to play a little bit of everything you're saying, but I gave him, his little time.
Would do their bidding for $1 billion in campaign donations. On the other hand, we are running a people-powered campaign.
Prior to Contrave, my eating habits were horrendous. It wasn't until I found a nurse practitioner.
And we just had some breaking news. We just had the best 24 hours of grassroots fundraising in presidential campaign history. All right? And because we are a people-powered campaign, that is how you know we will be a people-first presidency. And Wisconsin, this campaign is also about two different visions for our nation. One, where we are focused on the future. The other, focused on the past. We believe in a future where every person has the opportunity not just to get by, but to get ahead. A future where no child has to grow up in poverty. Where every worker has the freedom to join a union. Where every person has affordable health care, affordable child care, and paid family leave. We believe in a future where every senior can retire with dignity.
Oh my goodness. This is just all of this is just, I swear to goodness, because she never said nothing about what Trump is talking about, like inflation. you talking about the future and with the kids and all of this stuff. At the end of the day, we talking about right now. Right now, you got these immigrants over in different states coming in there, just enjoying themselves and hurting people, shooting people, raping kids, and all of this stuff. What are we doing about that? What are we doing about inflation? Inflation is going to help the people who don't be in poverty, I would think. Like, what the...
So all of this is to say, building up the middle class will be a defining goal of my presidency.
And how? And how, though? How? How? Explain yourself.
Because here's the thing we all here, Wisconsin, know. When our middle class is strong, America is strong. But Donald...
She giving me Tiffany vibes. Is she not explaining how we gonna like Donald Trump said, we're gonna stop some of this inflation. We're gonna stop. We're gonna stop some of the inflation. We're gonna stop the people homes, taxes, and this, that, and the third. She not talking about that. You just keep on talking about how we're going to end this and how we're going to end that. How, though? How are we going to end this poverty? How are we going to end this situation that a lot of us is living in, living paycheck to paycheck and just trying to make it and trying to survive? How are we going to end that and survive that and basically go on to live and live comfortably without not being nervous or scared about somebody? If taxes go up, you might lose your house because you can't sit there and pay that. Come on, like what is really good? You're just saying, oh, we gonna do this and we gonna do that, but how? You gotta start from the bottom and say how you gonna fix it. And it's just a mess.
Trump wants to take our country backward. He and his extreme Project 2025 agenda will weaken the middle class. Like, we know we gotta take this seriously. Can you believe they put that thing in writing? Read it. It's 900 pages. But here's the thing. When you read it, you will see Donald Trump intends to cut Social Security and Medicare.
He just said that he wasn't. So I don't know. Because people do need that. Because we have these older folks. So definitely they do need that. Because if the family is already struggling, and if your grandma and your grandpa losing out on their Social Security and their stuff like that, who's going to be able to take care of that? And who's going to have to help them? It's going to have to come to the kids and the grandkids. Because if they can't afford it, then guess what? Somebody got to pay for them to stay where they staying, or they're going to have to move with you. Oh my gosh. It's a mess. All of it is a mess.
To give tax breaks to billionaires and big corporations and make working families foot the bill.
Hold on, Big Mac.
They intend to end the Affordable Care Act and take us back then to a time when insurance companies had the power to deny people with pre-existing conditions. Remember what that was?
Well, that's already happening. That's why I'm paying for a hospital bill that was from 2009. And these bitches taking this shit out of my motherfucking check. So don't play with me about no healthcare shit. Because I'm supposed to have healthcare. But then your healthcare only pay for certain stuff. So do not. That's where you hit me. That's where you hit me dirty because these motherfuckers is garnishing money out my motherfucking check every fucking week from a hospital bill. I thought you had 99 years to pay that bitch or something like that. Hey, check this out. They is not playing. They want their motherfucking money. They garnishing my motherfucking check every motherfucking week for a motherfucking hospital bill when I had assistance. Oh, but my assistants don't pay for certain shit. But they don't tell you that. They just bill you later. That's another fucking thing. Like, tell me now what my shit is gonna pay before the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Because I need to know.
Like children with asthma.
These motherfuckers charge you $200 for a fucking Band-Aid, bitch. I know you fucking lying.
Women who survived breast cancer. Grandparents with diabetes. America has tried these failed economic policies before, but we are not going back. We are not going back. Not going back. We're not going back. We are not going back.
There is electromagnetic energy in that pyramid between 200 and 600 meter wavelengths.
In Atlantean times, we knew that everything was mined.
Giants have been found in the Midwest.
The father was not Homo sapien.
They traveled and circumnavigated the entire planet. They may have even been interplanetary.
Ishi-no-Hoden. It's referred to as a floating ship.
Is this proof of an advanced ancient civilization on a global scale?
They have exactly the same point of origin.
Back because ours is a fight for the future.
And let me get into some of these comments. Again, she doesn't sound like authentic. She doesn't have a plan and ideas. The DNC is giving her a script to read from and guess what? Guess what, y'all? I believe this lady is not even that stupid. I believe that she have her own plans, but they not going with it. So you gotta do this. You gotta do this, and you gotta look at this and this and the third. Say this, say that, this and the third. Because I believe that she know what's right. She know these motherfuckers out here struggling, and then not even only that, man. I don't know, y'all. So we gonna get into the Joy Reid real quick. Thank you to one of my moderators for putting us on this commentary. Let me see if you are nominated people would be praising you. No, because all of them people, all of them is fucked up. Baby, you like to do them? I ain't even here. But all of them is fucked up. I wasn't even, that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So, alright. This is, I never heard this lady. Let me see. This is not a video. This is not a video. I need to find the video. But I have Joy Reid, but I don't have the video. Okay, so yeah, so I'm gonna keep on finding that. We're gonna go back to Trump, and then we're gonna go back to Camilla. See what's going on, what she talking about. But we're gonna go back to Trump for a minute. But yeah, the lines is open. Everything is open. If anybody want to come in and chime in and put us down or let us know some more about what's going on, or how y'all feel, what's your opinion?
Because we are all Americans, and together we will show November 5th to be the most important day in the history of our country. There will never have been a more important day, because if we don't do the right thing, and if it doesn't work out, it's got to work out. If it doesn't work out, we won't have a country. We're going to have a great country again. We're going to have a great country again. We are one movement, one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. And together we will make America powerful again. We will make America wealthy again. We'll make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. We will make America free again. And we will make...
But this is my whole thing. How? How? Tell me your antics and how you going to do this. What you going to do this with and how you going to do this. Put us down. Tell us something. How are you going to make these things happen? What are you going to put in place? How you going to put it in place? Like, see me, I need answers. I'm a questionable person, and I will ask questions.
America great again. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you all. Thank you, North Carolina. Thank you very much.
You see what I'm saying? Anybody can get up there and say all of that. But tell me how. Tell me how. Tell me what are you going to do and how you going to fix it. Trump have given speeches where he had laid out plans to how he to do it. Okay, well, he need to lay out some more. Even Hillary Clinton was authentic. Even Tiffany Hayes is authentic. Even though we don't agree with her. No, but I need some AI, all that shit. Tell us how you gonna freaking listen. It's good to say. It's hard to do. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody can get up there and say anything. Like, I'm not saying that he can't do it, but what I'm saying is, give us some more technical, some more input on how you're gonna make this stuff happen. You know, because I can say we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and this, that, and the third, and don't nothing be done. Everybody can say that. Anybody can say that. But I just need actions and the whole layout, a blueprint. That's why I'm just voting independent, because I don't know who to vote for at this point. Everybody's saying what they're going to do. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not even going to lie. When Trump was in office and he said he's going to build that wall, he did start that wall. But when he was leaving and it was time for him to go and he lost and all of that stuff, I mean, you know, before it was like he already knew. Like the resurrection, or what he said, what it was, when he let them people come up in that motherfucking White House and all of this shit. Because mind you, he never really lived in it anyway. And again, you put people in danger, just like at this last stuff he didn't put together. You put people in danger once again. I'm not going to believe that he had nothing to do with that. People told them several times that that man claimed up there. It's somebody up there. It's somebody up there. And they tend to act like, because this was all planned. All of that shit was planned. I don't care what nobody's saying. Y'all knew that motherfucker was up there on that motherfucking roof and fucking tried to make a shot at that man. And then he felt like he was good. Throw his hand like, hey, like Black Power. He threw up a Black Power sign. Fuck out of here. Mind you, Trump family was racist. He grew up racist. So how you not racist now? Yeah, he said he gonna lower gas prices. He said he gonna do a lot of stuff. But at the same time, and he gonna get away with those cars. He don't like those cars, the energy ones. He gonna get rid of that shit. I don't know why he don't like them. because the gas. Because if you can plug your car up off electricity, that means you don't have to buy gas. And mind you, that's why the fake ass war star, they went over there and took them people gas and all of that shit. Like, America, at the end of the day, we are stealers. We've been stealers. We've been people, but not us per se, but our government have been stealers all since Bush. All since Bush, we were stealers. Communities. Yeah, he said something about the communities. He's going to get the communities and he's going to stop the crimes and all of this stuff. But how? What are you going to put position in, or how you going to stop this stuff? You understand what I'm saying? You saying this, but how? I can say I'm going out there and stop some crime. But people want to know how. What antics that I have that's going to make it stop or fix it or make it calm down. Well, what the fuck? Like, we need answers. It's okay to say, but how are you going to fix it? What are you going to do to really fix it? We can say anything out our mouth. That don't mean that we really going to do it. Especially not when it's trying to get a vote. All right, so let's get into this. Biden let Trump borders protection expiring. Now that's one thing I didn't like about the Biden situation, because now we got all these immigrants in here that don't have no ID. Now they doing crime. I already said this though earlier, but that's one thing that I can agree with Trump when he started building that wall. And for real, Biden should have kept that shit going. Because the builder wasn't all the way finished. And what Biden should have did was finish building that. And that way, now we got other issues. Now, I can give him one. I'm going to make a tally up. Because, yeah, I can give him a point on that. If he's going to fix it back. But now you got too many immigrants up in here. They might have to bring the National Guard to New York and get them motherfuckers out of here. There's a lot of these people that have stores and everything is like slowly shutting down because they scared of being looted. They robbing people. They robbing stores. They killing people. They killing cops, shooting cops. They fucking raping people. They doing a lot of scraping people. I'm sorry for saying that. Hey, Speckle. Yeah, but they doing a lot of things, and they basically hurting our economy. And we paying for these people to stay in. And not even only that, did y'all hear about them? They smuggling GUNS's in here. They smuggling stuff in here. Not even talking about the DRUGs, S. You know what I'm saying? But they smuggling things in here. And this is how, man, yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot, you know. But how are you going to fix it? All right, so let's get into this Joy Reid. I got the Joy Reid now. I got that Joy Reid. Hey. Swagco, you want to come up? Somebody come up and talk to me. I'm going to drop it one more time. Anybody can come up, please, y'all. I need somebody to help me talk. I don't need nobody to help me talk, but it would be nice. Oh, I know you. I know, Swag. Yo, I know. Remember, I've been next year. I remember we used to talk on the phone. Like, yo, you from up? I mean, on the which one? I knew you was from New York. It's your accent. My baby father from up there. But yeah. Girl, they got to go. You know what I'm saying? And he talking about fixing it and this and the third, but how? Like, what are your plans to fix it? Because what I'm saying is, only thing I'm saying is, anybody can say that they gonna fix anything, right? But how? I just want to know a blueprint of how you gonna fix it. You saying that you're gonna fix it and get these people out? How? It's a lot of them. It's they in Chicago, they here in Baltimore, they in New York, they all over. They is all over. So how can you fix that? That's my question. You can say that you're gonna fix it, but how? That's my only thing. You know what I'm saying? Fixing it or saying that you're going to fix it is a small problem. But how are you going to fix it? That's the big problem. Because a lot of these people is already here. No IDs, no identification, no nothing. They just here. And don't you know how, like, you know, if you did a crime and all of this stuff, you can go down there and, you know, you get like that, they fingerprint you and all of that stuff. And that's how they found the ones. But that's how they found the ones that shot the police. Because mind you, they got locked up down in New York. And they had to fingerprint them. But obviously they ain't had no IDs or nothing like that. But they did fingerprint them. But then they went down Tennessee, got on another bus, and went to a whole nother city and did some old other shit down there and got in trouble down there, and they tied them to the same thing. Y'all keep on letting these people out, but y'all ain't letting these American citizens. We don't get a go pass to get out. I'm just so upset with a lot of this stuff. I'm just done with it for real. Like I that's why I'm like I'm just gonna just do independent. I don't know who to vote for. I don't know what to vote for because nobody is making sense at this point. It's too much going on. I just want to be left alone. It's just a lot. Yeah, mostly men too. Yes, honey. Yes. All right, let's get into this. Joy Reid. Big Mike asked me to play this Joy Reid piece. So I'm going to do that for my moderator. Let's get into this Joy Reid. Which one is that?
Host Joy Reid suggested that black people might look real. Weird if they don't vote for Kamala Harris, emphasizing the cultural significance of supporting Harris as the presumptive Democratic nominee. Reid highlighted Harris's historic campaign, noting she's poised to become the first woman president, urging people of color and others connected to the culture to support her candidacy. Reid reignited a feud with Amber Rose, an American model, criticizing her appearance at the Republican National Convention and questioning her racial identity and connection to black culture. As a prominent media figure, Reid's comments reflect broader discussions on race and politics, particularly concerning representation and cultural identity in political choices. Amber Rose responded to Reid's comments, accusing her of race baiting and clarifying that she identifies as biracial, not disowning her white father. Kamala Harris became the presumptive Democratic nominee after President Biden dropped out and endorsed her, with support from the majority of delegates for the Democratic National Convention. Media figures praised Harris's speech and highlighted her potential to be a formidable candidate against Donald Trump. Harris secured backing from most of the nearly 4,000 delegates for the Democratic National Convention. Harris reaching the Democratic nomination milestone marked a significant moment in her political career, setting her up as a prominent figure in the upcoming election. The public dispute between Rose and Reid underscores the complexities of racial identity and representation in American politics, highlighting differing perspectives within the community.
Kamala is authentic. She's genuine, a trailblazer, always involved in social action. Just an amazing person, and we love her so dearly. She is someone who, she's a public servant and dedicated, and will continue as she has to serve the American people and the American citizens alongside President Joe Biden. Yeah.
You knew it was coming. You just knew this was coming. They can't help themselves. Everything always comes back to race or gender. There are plenty of false narratives that are being pushed by the mainstream media right now. Earlier this morning, I'm watching Stephen A. Smith on YouTube. Stevie! Now, usually I don't watch Stevie on ESPN. Hell, I don't watch anything on ESPN. The worldwide leader in woke, it is nothing but highly produced garbage.
I don't know. Is it on?
Worst coverage in sports, go watch ESPN. But even though I don't watch him on ESPN, I am a consistent viewer of Stephen A. Smith on YouTube. Now, I don't always agree with him. Stevie can contradict himself at times, but the reason I watch Stephen A. Smith on YouTube, he's entertaining, and I believe that he actually believes what he is saying. I don't have to agree with you, but as long as you're authentic and entertaining, I'll watch. I'm watching Stephen A. Smith this morning push the same false narrative that the pretending Yenta, Alyssa the Farrah Griffin, was pushing yesterday morning on The View. Donald Trump is afraid of Cam Harris. She's going to peel the orange and devour the seed. That way we never have to deal with the orange man again. I expect that bullshit from Alyssa the Farrah Griffin. She is a paid propagandist. She relies on her woke welfare check from ABC to provide endless Botox. But I hold Stephen A. Smith to a higher standard because Stephen A. Smith knows better. He knows for damn sure that Donald Trump is not afraid of Cam Harris or anyone for that matter. The only people afraid of Cam Harris are the leaders of the Democratic Party. Over the last 3 years, they have been so afraid of cackling Cam, embarrassing the party, they have hidden her in the White House dungeon. The false narrative being pushed by Stephen A. Smith, though, it pales in comparison to the outright bullshit.
I don't know why this shit is still there in my ear. Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. The Wicked Weave. The Wicked Weave. I don't know what the hell's going on right now between Joy Reid and MSNBC. I'm starting to wonder if executives at MSNBC had demanded that Joy Reid...
Generations of America's... Generations. And we have to remember this. The shoulders on which we stand. Generations of Americans before us led the fight for freedom. And now, Wisconsin, the baton is in our hands. We, who believe in the sacred freedom to vote, will make sure every American has the ability to cast their ballot and have it counted. We, who believe that every person in our nation should have the freedom to live safe from the terror of gun violence, will finally pass red flag laws, universal background checks, and an assault weapons ban. And we, who believe in reproductive freedom, will stop Donald Trump's extreme abortion bans because we trust women to make decisions about their own body and not have their government tell them what to do. And when Congress passes a law to restore reproductive freedoms, as President of the United States, I will sign it into law. So, Wisconsin, ultimately in this election, we each face a question. What kind of country do we want to live in? A country... And to your point, do we want to live in a country of freedom, compassion, and rule of law? Or a country of chaos, fear, and hate? And here's the beauty of this moment. We each have the power to answer that question. The power is with the people. We each have the power to answer that question. And in the next 105 days, then we have work to do. We have doors to knock on, we have phone calls to make, we have voters to register, and we have an election to win. So, Wisconsin, today I ask you, are you ready to get to work? Do we believe in freedom? Do we believe in opportunity?
I can say that so Mike said Donald Trump did not say, he said Donald Trump did not say that there was an outright ban on abortion. He said that it should be an issue. I can't hardly see because I got something else on my phone. I gotta look at it on my screen. Okay, well, yeah. It's a state issue. A lot of words and a little action. Yes, ma'am. But I'm going to say this. it's the abortion thing, you know. We definitely need that, you know, because we have. I'm gonna just keep it funky. We got kids from 12 to 12 on up getting pregnant, you know, that they shouldn't be. And they should have an abortion. I'm not even gonna lie. If you sat there and had some sex and this, that, and the third, and you're not even all that grown and stuff like that, you might need to have an abortion because a lot of these parents is tired of taking care of grandkids and this, that, and the third, and raising them at the same time. These kids are starting so early these days, and I'm trying to get some more information about the 12-year-old that got missing or got herself missing up here. You know what I'm saying? Because the guy was 24 and he was a teacher and he lost his job and he's locked up. But she lied and told him that she was 20 because she had a 30-year-old body though. The little girl was yeah, but she was only 12, y'all. And guess what? When people went through her messages and her IG, she up there with she had on one black dress on, shaking her, and it had like those tassels on it, and shaking like a Beyonce dress, and I couldn't believe she had a body. She was built like booty, all that titty, like 12 years old. I ain't even gonna lie, they making them different. And she lied and said that she was 20 years old, and for real, the picture that I seen her when she was twerking, she looked like she was a whole motherfucking adult. when and then she had another dress on that was pink, that was tight on her body. You know how some us ladies wear you know, it's summer and we wear like those tight little, man. This girl didn't look nothing like no motherfucking 12. And then this boy, he locked up. I don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, I couldn't even tell as a mother. And my daughter was thick since she was like 11. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. These kids is out of control. And my whole thing is, she don't get in trouble. And she admitted and said that she lied about her age. And she ran away for a whole week to go be with this man. But he get in trouble. She don't get in no trouble. And that's crazy to me. And after that happened, her parents didn't want to do no more news investigate. Like, you know how the news be wanting to talk to people and stuff like that. They didn't want to do none of that because she already got exposed of shaking her ass and twerking on the beautiful internet. The internet tells everything. The internet will get you in trouble, get you a motherfucking case, and they ain't got nothing to say about their child. They was up on there acting like she was so innocent at 12 years old. But they ain't know that part. So where y'all was at when she was in her bedroom, shaking her little twerky and twerking and yeah. Where were you? Where were you? The fuck? Like these people, I'm trying to tell you. I be hating talking about a lot of stuff, but I got a lot of stuff that I need to talk about. Get out my motherfucking system. But yeah, let's get back into y'all. I just had to get that off my chest, y'all, for a little bit. Because I was so upset. This almost
Do we believe in the promise of America? And are we ready to fight for it? And when we fight, we win. God bless you. God bless the United States of America.
Do you think about where we're living, kids in the front yard?
ass little thing. Fast, yes. But her parents didn't even know that, yo. And I'm trying to get the whole story because I want to see y'all. I want y'all to see this little girl. I want to cover that story, but I need they done deleted they deleted some of that stuff, but we trying to get that shit right now. Me and my motherfucking peoples, yeah, because we definitely gonna air that out because that was wrong. That was real wrong, and then somebody going to jail because you wanted to act like you was older than what you was and get the fuck out the house. That shit ain't cool. That shit ain't never cool. I mean, I ain't even gonna lie. When I was young, I mean, I used to lie about my motherfucking age, but I ain't getting no motherfucking body in trouble. Shit. I don't know. I think we all lied about it. Even dudes do it too. If they want to holler at an older lady, they be like, yeah. And they could be 16. They be like, yeah, I'm 18. Lying like a motherfucker. You know, I mean, that's just how we did it back in the day. But you left for a whole week and you 12. And you didn't think that your family was going to look for you? All right. But yeah, let's get back into it. B. Jones. You seeing who? See. All right, so let me ask you this, Big Mike. The piece that I played, was that that you wanted me to show about the Joy Reid? Was that good or no? You said Van Jones. Let me see. On CNN. Crying about what? Let me see. What the hell? What the hell going on? Let me see what's going on. Van Jones on there now. I don't see nothing there right now. All right, July. It's on YouTube. I'll put the link in the chat. All right, yeah, do that. But was that the right thing that you wanted me to show for the Joy? The Joy Reid? Yo. Ain't nobody hit the chat. Ain't nobody want to have no debate. Don't nobody have nothing to say about the situation. This our country, y'all. Let's talk about it. Dang. Y'all don't want to talk about it. So they just gonna do whatever they want. Whatever they gonna do, they gonna just do it. Cause at the end of the day, y'all know that whatever they gonna do, whoever really, and that's another reason why I don't like to be voting and stuff.
Those companies want to make a profit, and this is the beauty of Taylor Brands. They are transparent. New reporting about conversations.
That's another reason why I don't be wanting to be voting for these people, because at the end of the day, thank you, babe. I just played the Joy. I wanted to know, was that the one that you wanted me to play? But at the end of the day, these people always just don't do right, you know? They say all that they gonna do and this and the third and blah blah boom. Obama though, he done came up with the gay stuff and allowed that stuff to go on. All of this, and that's why we got so much people came out of the closet, the basement, out the bathroom, all of that stuff. And then you got the same-sex bathroom. Trump did say he's stopping that too. He's stopping that too. Did you hear him? Ain't no man should be in no bathroom with no fucking women. I don't give a fuck about that. So, I mean, as I go and keep on listening, you know what I'm saying, eventually, I mean, I might make my move on what I'm going to do. But at the end of the day, that agenda was a fucked up agenda. I don't even know why would Obama even allow that to happen. Because some of these people be lying, acting like they gay and all of this stuff, and then you up in the women's bathroom, you're like, it's just a mess. That's not cool. That will take the great link all the way up. Not even only that. Yeah. The you know what I'm saying? Because you have people that's predators that will sit up there and act like they gay. Oh, and I did a story on that but a couple months ago. And the guy acted like he was a homosexual. And the whole time he wasn't. And he was all up in bathrooms and doing stuff to people that he wasn't even supposed to have been doing. And he wasn't even allegedly gay. He might be gay now, but he wasn't gay then when he started doing this. Alright, Rico 92 reported that she will fix the border. It was their agenda too to let them people come in. And now they messing up our cities in our world and our living. A lot of these monies is going to these people. They get monies and all of this stuff that and it's hard for us to get a little couple dollars or some monies. You know what I'm saying? From the States, we need it. And that's crazy. These people come over here with no ID, with no nothing. And they can sign up and get a little check or get a little card that have a little money on it. That's not fair. And how we taking care of people when we got so many homeless people that's already out here struggling. Nobody ain't talking about that. Talk about that. What we gonna do for our people that's already here, that's struggling, that's homeless, on Skid Row, that's out here on these roads and all these gas stations and this, that, and the third, out here on these highways, and talk about, that's another thing. Nobody is talking about that. It's like it doesn't even exist. This shit is real. People is being homeless every day because the economy going up, food going up, everything going up. People can't even pay their motherfucking bills. Nobody talking about that. Man, I'm about to cry. I don't want to cry. I'm about to get off of here. I'm going to play this one and I'm going to just shut up. I ain't saying nothing else. No, because your device is not connected. Do it again, Big Mike. It says your device is not connected, boo. Sweat code, you connected. Mike, your device is not connected, baby. Sweatco. Sweatco, can you hear me? All right, there go Big Mike.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Mike. Yeah. Big Mike, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'll be really quick with this. Yeah, I'm in the doctor's office right now. So yeah, I agree with you about the homeless thing, but you have to ask yourself, why did Joe Biden give billions of dollars to Ukraine to fight a war that had nothing to do with the United States, instead of using that same money and invest in infrastructure, invest in programs, invest in education, invest in protecting the border? Instead, he's spending billions of dollars in Ukraine, and it's like that's not even a war the United States is in. And then on top of that, the reason why, I mean, you probably anybody that drives a car probably noticed that gas prices are skyrocketing. Well, that's because Biden cut the oil supply from Russia. That Russia supplies 35% of the world's oil. So Biden's administration cut the supply that we got from oil, and now we're competing with other countries for the same oil where we're getting. And it's like when we're competing with all these other countries, it's causing the supply to decline, which leads to higher prices. It's basic economics here.
But we listen, because y'all know that our country will go out and steal some shit.
Our country is the greatest country alive. This is the greatest country on earth.
But we also steal. We is known for stealing and taking over oil and whatever else that's going to benefit us. You understand that, right?
What is Sweco thinks?
Huh?
What is Sweco think?
I think there's more to it that we don't know. And I don't drive, but in a supermarket, the prices was double.
All the time?
No, but it was real skyrocketed when the war just started. And and Biden is too hasty for me. When he took those troops out at the very beginning, I knew that was going to be a domino effect.
But my whole big thing is the homeless crisis is, you know what I'm saying, for them to let people come in here and we can't even take care of our own people.
Well, I think that was his motive to get the votes. I think he was trying to have.
But they can't vote. They can't vote. They're not citizens. So that's out of the question. So what was the purpose?
I said we put Missy on the ballot and have Missy run for office. I've been saying Missy would be the great
so listen,
candidate.
because we debate every day at work, right? So one of my coworkers was saying basically, this is why she think that they brought these people in here to basically take the American jobs. You understand what I'm saying? And basically they can pay them less than under minimum wage and do whatever they want to do with them. You know what I'm saying? This was just her idea. And kind of sounded good, but at the end of the day, my whole thing is at the same time, it's too many of them in here. And how is it's just too much going on. How is they still going to survive? Now, we got hella Mexicans up in here. You feel what I'm saying? And these motherfuckers live like 20 deep in one little ass apartment. I don't know how they do it without even arguing. Not even beefing.
And some of these companies hire them too. Right where I live at.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Because guess what? They can pay them little to nothing.
That's right.
And make them do extra. Whereas though we as black people, we is like, oh no, certain things we just not doing. We not gonna be with the shit. I ain't getting paid for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so these people are here, but they still can't really get no check. They still got to be under the table because they don't have identification. And then they smuggling stuff in here at the same time.
Yep. If you notice, when there was whole bunch of them coming in, they was coming in from all directions, from all country, and most of them was single men coming in.
But you know what, too? I'm gonna tell you this: them hotels up there, you know they be smuggling guns and all of that stuff in there. That was big on the news. I wanted to do that story too, but girl, I be going through a lot every day. But I'm telling you, it's effed up. These people need to go. I don't know how they gonna go or where they gonna go, but they need to go. Period. And for real, the president or whoever is in charge needs to take heed to this stuff. They out here killing people and doing all kinds of stuff.
In New York. Oh my God.
Oh, it's terrible up there. I be seeing it.
Yes.
I be seeing it. I don't live it, but I see it. And it's just terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's terrible. And I just can't believe that New York, a tri-state, New York is a big state, and not even only that, that's a big tourist state. And I just can't even believe that they let this stuff happen. A lot of people is talking about closing their stores. They're talking about getting the hell up out of there. What'd you say, boo?
Me? You talking to me? I'm sorry, I was talking to my baby.
Saying a lot of people. Tell baby I said hey.
Oh, thank you.
A lot of people talking about closing their stores down. Yes, girl. Anybody you love, I love them too. You already know. But listen, what I'm saying, a lot of people is talking about shutting their stores down and shutting their business down because of the situations that's going on. And it's nobody really doing nothing about it.
Yes. They have the nerve.
They robbing stores. They robbing people. They just going off. They shooting police. They just going off. And then remember, I'm gonna say, I think it was like January when they first started coming and bringing them people on that motherfucking train. I mean, on that bus, and they killed. Well, no, they shot like 3 police.
They had killed a woman. It was a big.
And guess what they do? They sat there, locked them bitches up, and then let them go. And they got on a train and went to Tennessee and did some old other shit. And only reason why they got them, and they know because once they got fingerprints in New York, you know your fingerprint. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Your fingerprint is your fingerprint.
Yep.
Because mind you, they don't have an ID. But they had the fingerprint when they got arrested. That's mandatory.
They shot the police and got away with it?
Yeah, they got on the next bus smoking and went to like Tennessee or another state and killed somebody else, and that's how they caught them. These people, immigrants or whoever, they need to get them out of here on the fasting smoking. Because I'm surprised ain't none of those, you know, the Bloods and all of them people that be up in New York ain't hurt them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
I am shocked. Because I know New York. I told you my baby far from up there. And a lot of times they stick together when stuff like this happen. And I don't know why these people is still like lingering on and still fucking up the state. Like, you know, the Big Apple. It's the Big Apple. It's gonna be the dirty apple.
It been the dirty apple since the COVID.
The dirty apple. You know what I'm saying?
Dirty.
Girl, I'm just so mad that they want to fund these people, and we need to fund our own people. and we need to get them the fuck out of there.
Matter of fact, they threw the people out to house these people.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yep.
And they putting them in big old luxury hotels and all of this shit. Why? It gotta be something. It gotta be something bigger to this too, though. Because
Yep.
why? Why are y'all risking people's lives to bring these people over here?
I thought at one time Biden was going to make them citizens.
How? They coming
See,
by the busload every fucking day. How? It's too many of them. If you was going to do that, you need to ID everybody before they get on that bus. You need to figure out some type of... All this technology going on, everybody should have like a number, an ID or something. You know how you get... You know how, like, when we go get our IDs and stuff, they give us a number and then our ID, they got to
Yep.
mail it and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what they need to do to these people. Fingerprint these bitches. I will fingerprint these motherfuckers because they probably can't get an ID, but fingerprint them bitches first. And then later on, you come to the door, you know, wherever. Like, it's ways that you can fix this. This could have been handled in different ways. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Instead of just bringing them over here and just letting them get off the bus and let them just do whatever and go anywhere. It's better ways to do stuff. It have to be organized. And this was not organized. They just like, no. And this is why, I mean, I can say, like I said, I gave Trump a star for this because he was trying to shut that border down before he fucking left. Before he got out of office, he was definitely trying to shut that border down for stuff like this wouldn't happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. He was trying to build the shit. Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
And before he got out, it wasn't all the way built.
See, again, Biden with that hasty decision. I don't know, man.
That was fucked up.
That
now
was.
We got these people. We got them in Chicago. We got them in New York. We got them here. We got them everywhere. Everywhere that the fuck they can find. And then they always sending these bitches to the trenches. Alright. You feel what I'm saying? Why y'all ain't sending these bitches in Arizona or South Dakota? Or like you send them right in the motherfucking trenches.
And they have the nerve to look at us black people like we are not belong here.
Be
Yep.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. They taking over. They need to go. Period. I think they need to get the what is that called?
Deportation.
The army people, what they call?
Oh, the martial law.
Martial law, and get them bitches out of here. Period. Because that's what it's going to take. Because it's too many of them. Every state and every place that they drop them off, that's where they need to Because one of them ran up in the school and took a girl up here. Like, yo, these people, I don't know what's going. And then they want to fuck on kids. I'm sorry, essay on kids.
Oh my God.
You know, they big on essaying on kids. So just imagine what they was doing in their own villages or wherever the fuck they came from.
There was a content creator who will videotape immigrants coming in, and he paid attention to. It was a lot of males, not with family, coming in, and I would question that. You know, it like nothing.
Right. Hey, Mr. My love, what's up, girl?
And then the issue you have brought up about same sex in the bathroom.
Yeah.
No, I mean I'm saying it all wrong, but I agree with you when a gay male transgender. I think there's a problem with that because I had experienced a gay male coming into a female bathroom.
And that's what I ain't even gonna lie. Trump did say he want to stop that too because I ain't even gonna lie. Obama tried to make it regular for all of that stuff to be going on, and it's not cool. That's not cool.
Because even those gay males don't have good attention because they want to rob, especially in Penn Station. There's a potential of robbing the female.
Exactly. And that's why and guess what? You got kids that goes to the bathroom.
Yes.
And all of that. And you got grown-ass adults using the same bathroom. Because the man infiltrated and act like he was gay. And the whole time he wasn't. But now he in jail.
You could be gay.
Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry.
No. Go ahead.
Don't, bitch, so man, look, you can hit the link. Hit the link. We just up here talking about the election and stuff. But yeah. So Trump said that he gonna try to stop that. But how? You understand what I'm saying? How can you stop this agenda that's already passed the law?
But he always generally talking. You notice that? He was never Pacific.
All the time. But that's what I'm saying. Like, don't say what you're going to do and don't do it. Because if that was the case, you should have put a law already before Obama got in to not do this. And then we got to also realize that these people are just presidents. They is the presence of the dents of what the fuck the people is pushing. No, seriously.
I know. I'm just.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
They have to push the agenda of what the people and sit out there and be the forefront, even if you don't even like it. You got to be the one that do it or say it because you the president. Because it's higher ups than them. Just because they the president doesn't mean that they make all the rules. But at the end of the day, when is this shit gonna stop? When is it gonna stop? You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be for the people, be for the people. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Don't try to ride with them. And nah, fuck that. I'm gonna do what the fuck I'm the girl. They lucky I ain't the fucking president because I'll be a bitch. They probably kill me too. Cause the fuck, I ain't doing that. Y'all make me the president and let me be the president. Cause at the end of the day, I'm not going for this and I'm not going for that. We gonna go for the right shit. Get these motherfuckers out of here. Ain't all of that gay shit going on. It can still be the LGBTQ and all of that stuff community, but y'all not going up in these bathrooms with. If you is a male, you go in the male room.
Oh man!
If you dress like a woman.
Yes. Oh my God. He was like 6'3" and had an attitude. Like he was just.
Girl, you should have recorded his ass.
I sure did.
That's wrong. Oh, you did.
Yes, I did.
You gotta send it to me. But what I'm saying to you is that's wrong in itself. You feel what I'm saying? Because you're a grown woman. Now just imagine, you know how sometimes we as women, if you got little girls or whatever, you don't think that a grown ass man is gonna be in the bathroom and you tell the baby, go ahead to the bathroom, boo, and you probably stand outside or sometimes a lot of women go in there with their kids, as you should these days. But back in the day, we didn't have to do all of that.
Right.
Go to the bathroom. Because I got a lot of boys. So I mean, I ain't even gonna lie. To a certain age, I took my boys in the women's bathroom and let them pee in there with me.
Yeah, cause safer for them.
One day, my son was like, "This is this is for the girls." But this is where I know that you are safe.
Yep.
But it didn't have all of that. Somebody can go up in there. Cause I mean, we got women too that sexualize SA kids too. So don't just think it's just men.
That's right. That's
you know
right.
What I'm saying? So I mean, you just gotta be careful. It's just crazy. How you gonna make it a unisex? No.
No, man.
In certain areas, you probably can't have unisex. You know what I'm saying? If it's all adults that be in that vicinity, because you're just going to the bathroom. But if you have kids that come to that facility or that area and all of that stuff, all that unisex shouldn't be.
You know,
you don't know who is gay these days.
Yeah. Yep.
Just because you put a wig on and the dress on and look like a lady, that don't mean that you is gay. You can be
That's
a pedophile.
right. Yes.
A whole pedophile.
Yep. Well, serial killer.
Serial killer, all that.
Yep.
That shit is dangerous. That's just dangerous to our people in the community. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to speak up for people, you know what I'm saying? But y'all was real touchy. Y'all came up when I started talking about them homeless people. Y'all was like, fuck that. Because we know that our homeless people is in need. Our homeless people is in need, and it's just said that they have all these monies to give to these immigrants, but you ain't had this money to give to our own people. Y'all got monies, resources, and all of this stuff, but don't nobody have none of that for the people that was already here before these immigrants came over here.
Yep.
Now y'all got all of this resources and money for these people. But what about our people that was already here? That shit just makes me mad. I'm telling you, it makes me wanna like.
And we paying for it. We're paying for it.
I don't know, yo. I don't even know. But I know the mayor in Chicago, because remember, they was dropping a lot of the immigrants over there first, and the people started getting angry, and then I guess they started saying, well, fuck it, we can't do it in New York, in Chicago no more, so we gonna just drop them in New York.
Cause New York is, what is it, what you call it, sanctuary? Sanctuary
Because mind you, they was trying to get their mayor out for doing that. He got a lot of backlash.
Yeah.
And then next thing I know, instead of throwing them in Chicago, they started bringing them in New York. I was like, what the hell? But nobody really said nothing. Nobody really stood up or said nothing.
Nope, we sure didn't.
I ain't gonna lie. Nobody televised it or nobody came through and said anything. And then, I mean, I don't know how many of them they bought here, but I don't think they bought a lot because of cheese. We ain't having that.
Right Midtown.
I'm trying to tell you.
I stay out of that area for a minute. I still stay out.
Right. Well, just be safe, man, because they robbing people and all of that kind of stuff. Don't nobody need that. You know, it's just fucked up that they did that. Put them to your tent. Hold on, can you hold the chat down real quick? Well, ain't nobody really here. I gotta go to the restaurant.
Yeah, I'll be quiet. Oh, I gotta look.
Yeah, y'all. Woo. I'm back. Make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe if you already haven't. Yes. So they were saying that Van Jones had cried or something like that. Well, I guess he was upset. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna get into this last one, and then I'm gonna get up out of here. Just know that I'm watching this with you guys. I don't know what's going on, but we're about to check.
Conversations between President Biden and Vice President Harris. I want to go back to CNN's Priscilla Alvarez, who is covering all of this from Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Priscilla, what are you learning?
Caitlin, I'm told by a source that President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris spoke today. It's unclear exactly at what time they spoke. Remember, the president about his support behind Vice President Kamala Harris to be the Democratic nominee, and also calling on the party to come together. Now, the vice president was on the trail yesterday. She was in Massachusetts, where again she was defending the administration's record and also trying to underscore the stakes of the election. It was a fundraiser that brought in more than $2 million. Today, however, she was back in Washington, D.C. at her residence and with her staff. So this latest reporting is that the president and the vice president have spoken. That, according to a source who I spoke with, we're still trying to get more information as to what that conversation looked like and when exactly it happened, but significant all the same.
Yeah, of course, and also fascinating to learn about these conversations that he was having. Obviously, you expect him to speak with the vice president about this. Priscilla, keep us updated on what you're learning about this. We also have Van Jones joining us. He is CNN's senior political commentator and a former Obama administration official. And Van, obviously, you and I were talking a lot about this dynamic and how this was ultimately going to play out when we were covering the Republican convention in Milwaukee last week. And with this news, this entire campaign has just upended itself.
Yeah, there's a lot of political stuff. The Democratic Party is a family. At the end of the day, this is a family matter. You know, Joe Biden's body may not be as strong as it used to be. His language skills may not be as sharp as they used to be. His heart is as big as ever. His heart is as big and as true and as strong. And this is the difference between a politician and a leader. He made a selfless decision, and people are heartbroken. Even people who are pushing for this to happen. It's kind of like when your grandpa, you got to take the keys, and everybody, you got to take his keys, you got to take his keys, you got to, and he's fighting, and everybody's so frustrated, and then you finally get the keys back, and then you just cry, because this is somebody that you love, this is somebody that you care about, this is somebody who was there for you, this is somebody you wouldn't be here without him, and you have to take something from him. Now, this is not, look, this politics is politics, but this is a human moment for one of the great humans in America. This is a huge moment for him, for his family, for all of us who love him, for all of us who wanted him to get across the finish line. But if you're a young person watching this, this is leadership. This is patriotism. This is what it means to put the country first and put the party first and put the cause first. When your arm gets tired, you let somebody else finish pitching the game. That's what Joe Biden has done, and he's done that for all of us. And so I just want to say, I don't know who's going to be the VP, the non-VP. I don't know anything about politics. I just know that I love this man. I care about this man. It was painful every day to sit up here and talk about him like he's just a, some problem for the party. Wait till we get to the convention. You're going to see people crying, standing, screaming, cheering. He may not get a chance to talk for 10 minutes. We finally get a chance to put our arm around this guy. He did the right thing for this country. He did the right thing for this party. All of us are going to be in this situation someday, and I hope that we take a moment to honor this man and to love this man. I love Joe Biden. I appreciate what he's done, and a lot of people are heartbroken today. Even if it's the right thing, it's still just horrible.
Well, and Van, I mean, on that point, which is a great point that I think resonates with a lot of people, of the personal nature of a decision like this. We often talk about things in a harsh political lens of who's going to fare better, what this looks like. I mean, I also have to imagine what it's been like the last 3 weeks, a little over 3 weeks since that debate, to see, what the reporting has been behind the scenes of Democrats who wanted him to get out. On Friday night, the reporting was that he was seething over, seeing big allies of Pelosi come out and call on him to get out, even upset to a degree with his former running mate, President Obama. And just to see, what he personally has witnessed and these calls from his longtime allies, people who certainly praise his legacy, but said, it's time for this decision to be made.
But have we all gone through this with our own family members? Like, yeah, he's hurt, he's pissed. A lot of us wouldn't have careers. I wouldn't have a career without Joe Biden. Joe Biden picked me out of the puppy pile. He's the person that everybody says he worked for Barack Obama. No, I worked for Joe Biden when I was in the administration. I was on his middle class task force. All of us have known that embrace. All of us have gotten those phone calls and those cards when bad things have happened to us. So, that's a family. That's what it is. He's hurt now. He feels let down. He feels that his friends turned on him. In the fullness of time, he'll recognize that it was done out of love and as loving a way as possible. But at the end of the day, some people, and I don't want to mention any names and ruin this day, but some people will back their leader no matter what. Some people, they don't care how many people this man has hurt and how many laws he's broken, no matter how many bad things he's done, that's our leader, we're going to back him no matter what. But this party is not like that. This is not a cult. This is a political organization. And we believe in these principles. And if somebody is sick, if somebody can't do it, there's no shame in that. There's nothing wrong with that. If somebody can't do it, that's okay. And what you see with Joe Biden, everything was falling apart around him, but he could have stuck it out. There were people in this party who wanted him to stick it out. There are people in this party right now who are mad that he didn't stick it out. Don't act like it was all on one side. It wasn't about the donors. It was about could this man hold together all of us anymore? And when he realized he couldn't, he did the right thing and he passed the baton. That is leadership. Pelosi did the same thing with Hakeem Jeffries. That's leadership. That's responsibility. That's what America's supposed to be about. I love Joe Biden. You have people on both sides of the fight in the party who are crying right now, who can't believe it right now. This is not a normal time, y'all. This isn't just politics. This is a moment.
Dang. we all understand this is not just politics, but at the end of the day, the man had to take a seat. The man had to sit down. He can't even walk. He can't even walk up the steps. He can't. He falling down. How can that be a representative of a president if you can't even stand up and you can't even you no. So yeah, somebody had to step in, and it had to be her, regardless if they win or lose. At the end of the day, that man had enough. His little body can't take it no more. And then y'all try to post him up and make him seem like that is okay. It's not okay. He is sick. He have a problem, and hopefully he take his rest and get himself together at this point, because we can't have a president falling all around and the whole United States is watching him.
And time to honor someone who for 50 years put this country first and sacrificed and sacrificed and sacrificed and sacrificed and sacrificed. And today, he's sacrificed again. That's Joe Biden. I love Joe Biden. This country should get around Joe Biden and help our president through these last few months.
Jamal Simmons, you worked in that administration as well. I wonder what you make of how Van just laid out what a personal decision this was for President Biden to make after facing these calls for 3 weeks now, sustained calls from his own party. And obviously, you worked with him, you worked with Vice President Harris. I wonder what you make of that.
Yeah, listen, as I started out, it's a very sad day. I have heard both Van's sentiments and feel them, right? I mean, there's nothing I found after the assassination attempt last Saturday, when Joe Biden went on television to tell us what was happening. I know people had different feelings. I felt a little easier about it, right? Knowing that Joe Biden was in charge, because here's somebody who was going to be willing to put the American public first and not just his own political needs, not just do what he thought was best for him. And listen, we can try to make this not about politics, and Van, I'm with you. This is a day for Joe Biden. But on the other side of this coin is a guy who is the antithesis of Joe Biden, right? Who's completely about Donald Trump, completely about putting himself first. So I think as we think about President Biden, all of us who know him and those of us who worked for him, like Van, really feel an incredible sense of loss. At the same time, this is going to help the Democratic Party finish Joe Biden's job, which is the point of what it was he was running for, which is to keep Donald Trump out of the office and to make America a better place that includes more people and has more opportunity for people. And I think that Kamala Harris is going to do a good job doing that. I think, let me just say this about her. I worked with her every single day. I'm on just about every single day when I was there. This is a woman who has great policy.
She has the same agenda that he has. Mind you, she won't behind him. She won't behind him. She only stand in for him. Not even only that. Just a lot. I swear to goodness.
Public values. She knows what she's in the game fighting for. She's fighting for people who are being left behind and people who are being left out. She's been a prosecutor her whole life. I think that she is uniquely built for a moment where we've got a candidate who's got 34, felony convictions, an incredible ability to go out and inspire people and to get them excited about her. I remember seeing little girls, one of the reasons I went to work
No, I understand. She said that she wanna help the middle class and the lower class and bring them up and all of this stuff and fix certain things that's going on. But at the end of the day, nobody is talking about the homeless and these immigrants that we brought in here for no reason. What was the purpose? Nobody's talking about that. Like, how can you help low class people? You got to start from the homeless first. I don't even care. Start from the homeless people first. Is that what you're talking about, low class? Or, start from the homeless people. These people on Skid Row, these people is just out here everywhere, just wherever they can sleep. they sleeping on what's those things with the steam coming out and all of that stuff. They sleeping on all of that. Like, come on now. Talk about that.
That I wanted my daughter to have the same kind of model for her life that my son has when he thinks about Barack Obama. And I remember seeing little girls grab her by the hand and look at her like she's Superwoman, like she's Wonder Woman. I remember seeing older women who many of them didn't agree with her politically. They grab her by the hand and they have tears in their eyes and they'd say, "I never thought I'd see the day that a woman would serve in the White House." Those are the kinds of cases that I think as we go forward in this, what will become the next political campaign, I think we will see the kind of energy that and emotion that we're talking about today. We'll see those out of a lot of Americans.
Before Contrave, I had tried a bunch of fad diets, little short-term things that never really seemed to last for me. My doctor handed me the Contrave pamphlets that was in his office, and I wanted to give it a try.
Contrave is for adults struggling with obesity or who are overweight with a weight-related condition and should be used with diet and exercise.
I reached
gorgeous stuff, and they're selling it, and they're making a fortune because they don't need 700,000 rifles and guns. They don't need 77,000 trucks and cars. Many of them are built with all steel bottoms. They're all guarded up for the horrible bombs that they had to endure. They're all very expensive. These are very expensive things, and they're selling them now because they just need a tiny fraction of what they were left. We were going to take it all out. We were going to keep Bagram, the big air base. We had 13 soldiers killed. We had 47 soldiers horribly, horribly hurt. No legs, no arms. Nobody ever talks about them. They talk about the 13 dead. They never talk about the 47 that have been so horribly hurt. I mean, just, it's so bad. It's so horrible to see. But 47 is an important number. Maybe there's something to it. You know, 47, that's an important number. And basically, she's a very bad person, and she shouldn't be running for president. She is a threat to democracy, a true threat to democracy. She'll destroy our nation. But if you want no inflation, low gas prices, how about $1.87? And we had it actually lower than that. If you want energy independence, and even now energy dominance, we're going to be dominant. You know, you have to see the chart. And my favorite chart of all, of course, some of you would understand what I mean, was the immigration chart. Because I looked over and I said, look at that chart. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? It's my all-time favorite chart. Man, am I lucky to show that chart? I said, let me see that chart. Let me see that chart. Pull it down. That wasn't good. That's my all-time favorite chart. It showed how great we did on immigration. My last week in office, we had the lowest number of illegal aliens that we ever had coming across our border. I was very proud of the chart. You see it go like this, and then it goes like a skyrocket. But forget that for other reasons too. I will sleep with that chart for the rest of my life.
All right, thanks for tuning.
But if you want the greatest in history again, freedom. If you want freedom, real freedom, because we're going in a very bad direction, then you must vote for a gentleman named, perhaps you've heard of him, Donald J. Trump. Perhaps you've heard.
Everybody be safe.
Yeah.
All right, everybody be safe. Everybody be loved.
Kamala Harris's California socialism would kill the American dream forever. You know, you don't hear about the American dream anymore. We're going to bring back the American dream for our children. Under Trump Vance administration, and he's terrific. By the way, he's been incredible.